Good morning, folks, from Silverton, Oregon. It is a snowy day out there. I'm Randy Henry, and I'm working on the Great Alaskan. So, some musings on the Great Alaskan. I think the boats are a very logical thing. You create a hole in the water surrounded by wood. You know that old saying. And it floats. You're displacing water, it floats. But I have found in the latest phase of this build that there are a lot of holes in that logic. And this is one of those holes. So in order to install the hydraulic steering pump, I had to cut a big old hole through my forward bulkhead to get this to fit. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But of course it doesn't end there. Then you have to cut a hole for the heat lines. You have to drill holes through the side of your boat for the through-hole fittings back there. Hard to see. Another one there. Got a through-hole fitting there for, what's that one for? That's a tank vent. Yeah. Got holes in the bottom of the boat, which you hate to see. I've got holes for the gas tank vents. Let's see if I drilled holes lately. I think that's probably good, but I had to drill holes through the bathroom bulkhead. Anyway, I think it's safe to say that if you don't just go out and buy a whole package of hole saws, and you try buying them one at a time, you're going to waste your money. Hole saws are your friend in the boat building biz, especially as you get near the end. Good, sharp, deep hole saws. So what else besides drilling holes in my boat have I been doing? Well, the dashboard is a big thing. You can see right there, this was no small amount of work because you got to get it right. This is your interface to the boat when you're operating, so you want it to be dead on. So here are some of my thoughts on that. So first of all, I think I showed in some other photos, we've got the Garmin multifunction display. We got the Suzuki multifunction display. We've got a separate little depth finder that just reads depth, a couple of gas gauges. That's the bow thruster. This is the radio. It gives me pretty good view out the window. This is just about eye level for me, and if the windows weren't dusty, you could see the bow of the boat, so I can definitely see over it. So this is what happens when you're stupid. I was pulling the boat forward, and I had a clamp up here. Bar clamp, and I pulled the boat forward and it torqued on this and punched a hole in my nice roof. Fortunately, a little epoxy, some filler, and I won't even know it's there. The other thing I've talked about is my cabinetry on the port side, the passenger side, and I like the way it looks, I like the way it fits. That's going to give me a good bunch of functionality and room. What I don't like are these braces across here. I like the plywood panels, but I'm going to go back and do a good hardwood frame, kind of a ladder frame between each. But because this is all functional space, I'm going to have to get in there at some point in the future to remove things, and those need to be removable. So I've got a plan to make them removable and make them look nice. So here is the dashboard after a little bit more tweaking and work. I rounded off the top. I modified some of the holes. I added a footrest down on the bottom. I have got the remote set where I want it, but I'm going to build a little bit of a box to bring it out instead of using spacers. So I'm pretty pleased with it. I also lowered it 2 inches, which meant I had to bring up the bottom brace there a little bit. But all in all, it gives me good visibility, and I think it'll work very well. And pretty easy to get into. And the line of sight for me is just like this. This camera's right at my eyes, so I can see the entire multifunction display and everything that's in front of me. So I'm excited about it. Next things on my list is to obviously get that finished up, get the dashboard and the control remote finished up. Then I'm going to finish the tops of the passenger side cabinets, and then I'm going to pull a lot of the stuff out, the seating and everything else, and start going to work on getting things finished. Yeah, just more epoxy, more filleting, sanding it down, and then painting. Get the inside painted. Means the windows will have to come out. One step backward, two steps forward. But making good progress. I'm starting to feel like, gee, I might actually get to use this thing this year. That would be awesome. Looking forward to it. Thanks.